Hi all. What's going on? So it's Florida here. Chloe once again is under a ton of blankets. It's starting to get pretty cold. It was so cold this morning, like I don't know, 31 degrees when I got off work at Taco Bell. Anyway, worked on the farm, did chores early, had a couple appointments to attend to in Eureka. And so just finished harrowing not too long ago, and I wanted to show you how I make bacon wrapped stuffed jalapenos, cream cheese stuffed jalapenos. So first thing I do, I pick out some really nice jalapenos, and normally I would grow these myself, but I just don't have room or space or time at the moment for a garden. And I picked up some, they call it platter bacon at Murphy's Market. So let me bring you down here and I'll show you how I put it together. So, first things first. Oh, and then a serrano pepper, that comes later. Now I find serranos are a little hotter than a jalapeno. And when I used to make these for a previous job when I did bookkeeping, so it was like an office job, we would have potlucks. And in those potlucks, you bring whatever favorite dish you would make. Sometimes I make a mini stuffed portobello mushrooms or these. When I make these, I always make what's called a disclaimer, like try them at your own risk. Because I used to grow really hot jalapenos. So I slice off the top of them, kind of put that aside, and then I slice them down the middle. Some people will just, you know, stuff them. The ones that are kind of, I'm going to use a smaller, they're kind of weird shape. I just kind of follow it around. Do the best you can, you know. Doesn't have to be spectacular. And then the insides, what I'll do sometimes, I'll save some to put, I'm just going to grab a bowl here so I can catch all of the seeds. Stay up there, there we go. So what I do, you can take a spoon. Some of the peppers I will use, recommend wearing a glove, like you know, like just surgical gloves or latex gloves. If you're allergic to latex, they make nitrate gloves. It just helps to prevent your hands from burning. And do not touch your face. Hard lesson learned there. But you just want to get all this out, make a nice, you know, kind of like a nice little bed there. I'm going to set those inside my container for a minute. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Once you get the hang of it, it does go pretty fast. So I have my oven already preheating at 350. Again, it's a little mini gas oven in my little mini home. So I'm not sure how long they're going to take, but normally I would bake them 350 for half an hour. And it gives long enough to allow the bacon to fully cook and maybe get a little crisp. So I'll cover these while baking for about 20-25 minutes, and then for, you know, the last 5 minutes, sometimes 10, remove the cover to allow a little bit of crispness, or I can't even talk today, crispness of the bacon to occur. Yeah, it's been another long day today. So I'm going to go ahead and take care of these. Almost done here, and then we'll get started. So once you get all of the membranes and the seeds out, I'll use that one in an omelet. See, that's the fun part of this thing, you know. If something doesn't go accordingly to plan, you can always use it in another dish. No big deal. Well, at least that's what I've learned. I'm just gonna wipe some of these seeds out. My serrano pepper. Now, I will sometimes leave the seeds in this serrano pepper. There's not that many, as you can see. And I picked these up at Murphy's Market. And if I don't grow them myself, I tend to have a really good eye for picking out good peppers. Sometimes too good. So I get really, really spicy ones. And again, that's where my disclaimer I made came into play when I would take these to work for a potluck. Sometimes I will use a serrano pepper when I'm doing my stuffed poblanos, just for a different flavor. But always check ahead. I'll make like benign hot peppers, like sweet peppers, stuffed peppers, for those who cannot handle spice. And I just want to make sure that these are kind of chopped up nice and fine. Have my bowl. So for this go around, I picked up what do you call whipped Philadelphia original, because we're gonna add some spices to it that it works for me, what I like. And again, if you make this or you make your own, let me know how it comes out for you. You can always use any ingredient you want, any spice. Again, they do not have to be as insanely hot as I can make them sometimes. It's up to you. So what I do in our bowl, I just put here eyeball. And again, if I use up the whole thing and find that it's too much for each pepper, which as you can see, we did have one that kind of tore on us, then I can use this on a bagel, or maybe a piece of toast, anything that goes well with cream cheese, with some spice in it. It's endless possibilities. So with that, I do have a little bit of black pepper. So all I'm going to do is just kind of, I eyeball it. I don't have any, maybe a little bit more. I don't have an exact recipe. I just go by what I feel sounds good. I got parsley, because I love parsley. I just put that in there. Again, what sounds good to you, you go with it. Okay. And I had some garlic powder. Let me grab that real quick. Let's see, garlic powder here. Garlic powder, there we go. Sorry about that. I thought I had it all out there. And some garlic powder. I find that living in Trinidad, or in this climate where there's so much moisture in the air, sometimes your powdered seasonings, including your salt, will solidify, and sometimes you just have to pound it. I put all my serrano pepper in here. And you're going to find that if you're not careful and you don't wear gloves, that sometimes the peppers will burn your hands. Like, again, do not touch your face. Even after you wash your hands a few times, I've found out. Yeah, do not wash your face. Or touch your face with your washed hands, because it can still burn. Okay, and then tasting it, just to see. Alright. Maybe a little bit more parsley. There we go. Alright, and I'm not adding salt because there's going to be enough salt with bacon. So, once that's done, I'm going to set this aside for a minute. Grab this to wipe up some of the seasoning here. Okay, I'm done with the cutting board, so I'm going to get this out of our way. But I am going to leave a knife. Yeah, I already got a spoon. All right. Go clean this up real quick. And cleanup time, if you clean as you go, it really doesn't take that long to do. So I'm going to move my pan over here. What I'm going to bake in, and all I did, I lined it with some wax paper. Move the peppers that we sliced up and got rid of the seeds. Here's our mixture. And it looks like this. Nice and creamy. And all I do is put it in here. I mean, some people might use a piping bag or a plastic Ziploc bag. To me, that's just too much work. Just doesn't take long just to use a spoon. Less mess to clean up, I guess. I don't know. Less time. And these make great hors d'oeuvres or party favors. Super Bowl is coming up, you guys. So, you know, this will make a great addition to a Super Bowl party. Let's see. We might get that cutting board back up here. This way I have a little bit of space. I'll grab another plate down actually. I'm doing this because, again, I'm limited on my space, so I don't want to put too many in my pan because I'm going to have to get them out and wrap them with bacon. And I can already tell these are going to be quite spicy, but good. All right, and I do like to have a little leftover of my cream cheese because it really does go well on a bagel. Nice toasted bagel with some spice to it. And then I just look at any that may have a little less. And it is a messy process, yes, of course, but it's well worth it in the end. Ooh-wee. You can smell the pepper in the air. So, I'm done with that. I'm going to grab, rinse off my hands here. Our next messy stage in the process will be the bacon. So it's very simple. Let me grab my toothpicks. It's just simple toothpicks, you know. I'm going to open those up real quick. Hope they don't fall everywhere. Okay, so as you can tell, it's nice, thick cut bacon. And what I typically do, I have 6 slices here. So I'll just take my knife, and I'm going to cut them down the center. Make them, you know, or we now have 12 slices. I'm going to start with 1 and simply just wrap it around. Take a toothpick, and I just go, I don't know if you can see, I'm trying to angle that just right. Just go under one, come up the other. And you can remove those toothpicks once they're done. Baking, this is just to hold the bacon into place. And then up like that. And then I alternate how I put them in. So an open end will go one way, an open end the other way. Again, once you get going, it really goes really fast. There's not really much to it, and you can use whatever variety of seasonings you want to use. It's endless possibility. Oh, got 2 there. Okay, there. And this is my largest baking dish because, again, I'm limited in the space I have in my oven. So I probably maybe go just a slightly larger pan, but this will work for now. And then maybe just rotate that one that way, that one there. All right, and this. that up there. Sometimes they might not go like you want them to go, but you know, it's all good. Might have to make 2 batches, but yeah, even better, you know. It's like, gotta work with what you have, right? It's all okay. All okay. Go. But I might get lucky and just squeeze them all in here. We'll see. Then you can do the baby portobello mushrooms like this too, bacon wrapped. I've done that before. They come out amazing. See if we can squeeze some of these together. It's okay because I only have 3 more to get in here, and I kind of really want to get them in. It makes no sense to really bake 3 at a time if I can. If not, it's okay. It's what it is. This is just to show you how I do this. Let's see. And again, 350 for about half an hour. I'm not sure how this oven is going to work with the peppers. It seems to be a good oven for now. On other things, like my stuffed mushrooms I made for you the other day. Let's see. I want to put that one here. I'm half tempted because I have 1 piece of bacon left. Although I can make a, I'm going to set that one aside. I'm going to use that in with that broken jalapeno, this last piece of bacon. I'm going to use that in an omelet, and I'll show you how to make my omelet at another time, probably tomorrow. I was going to rinse off my hands because I did deal with bacon. Soap, we're going to wash. Like I said, if you keep up your cleaning as you go along, it doesn't take you long to clean up afterwards. I'm going to move that knife out of my way. All right, so we have that out of the way. Do this. 1 more paper towel. I get some foil. Oh, I almost forgot what I do. I put a little sprinkle of parsley over top and a smidgen, just eyeball it, of black pepper. Now before I would use like crushed red pepper flakes. It just depends on the spice I wanted to achieve at the time. Some people cannot handle the spice, so I will make sweet pepper and tone it down. So measure out my foil. All right. So into the oven, they will go for about half an hour. All right, wipe this down. And that is how I make a very simple, fast, stuffed, bacon-wrapped jalapeno with extra spice because of the serrano. Possibilities are endless. Let me know if you do try out this recipe. Share with me how you make yours, and once they're done, I'll post a little short on how they taste. Anyway, all right, y'all, it's getting late. It's already 7:30. I have to work at 9, so yeah, I will chat with you later. Thank you all for subscribing. Do leave a positive comment. Please feel free to share, hit the like button, and please subscribe. Thank you. Bye.